Hello my viewers, welcome back to the channel. My video title, what this video is about, we're doing NFL Week 11 game picks. Starting off with the first game of the week, which will be the Titans and the Packers on Thursday Night Football. And the Packers, they did last week, was surprising. I was not expecting to see the Packers beat the Cowboys. I thought the Cowboys would come in and just go out there, just dominate defensively. But the Cowboys, for the past couple of weeks, haven't been able to stop the run. And the Packers ran the ball very well. And I think Aaron Rodgers threw the ball like 20 times that game. He was 14 for 20, and he made some big-time throws. Christian Watson finally emerged, and he was playing good that game right there. He had 3 touchdowns, and he's using that speed. He's like 6'4", he ran like a 4'3", and he can get down the field. It's just the catching standpoint, the confidence standpoint. But that game right there going to boost his confidence up a lot more, and we should see him implemented more in the offense. And Sammy Watkins is getting involved, and Aaron Jones is a focal point, of course. He made A.J. Dillon the 1-2 punch they have in the running game. Something I always talk about all the time. He's very, very, very good. So I'm gonna take the Packers this game. Now the Titans, they did dominate the Broncos too. As long as Derrick Henry back there and can run and go out there and make plays. I'm gonna take the Packers in this game. The Packers, they're at home, they got the momentum a little bit too. And with Thursday night, Aaron Rodgers do very well in prime time. So I'm gonna take Aaron Rodgers on Thursday night. Moving on next to the Bears and the Falcons. The Falcons, I believe they lost last week to the Panthers. They lost last week to the Panthers, and P.J. Walker only threw like 108 yards, like that. Well, he had any turnovers, but I think P.J. Walker is out this time. Well, he got injured. I don't know who the Panthers play. They played the Ravens this week. Yeah, it's gonna be tough. But the Falcons just couldn't get the ball moving. Like the Panthers just shut them down really. Basically the entire game. They had a little energy at the end, tried to surge back, but it was really just a shutdown. Really, defensively, the Panthers they was like destroying the Falcons. And the Falcons, they couldn't really get what they wanted to get. Marcus Mariota had some bad throws, some bad throws. I was like, that. I don't like Marcus Mariota. Like, I don't think he have the most accurate quarterback, but he was just giving the ball to them. So, yeah, that was a bad like gamble that he took on some of those plays. But the Bears, Justin Fields on the other hand, has been going crazy in the running game, been a dual threat quarterback. Back-to-back 100-yard rushing games. He had 178 that one game. He had 120 his last game. It's going crazy. That last play, the Lions got to him with the sack and stuff. But Justin Fields, they finally playing him to his strong suit. But I still thought they kind of crushed him a little bit because don't get too heavily rely upon the legs. So like in situations where you become one-dimensional like this, I think they should still let him go out there and throw the ball. Maybe 17 to 20 times a game like that, around that range, but also implement that into the offense with it too. But I think the Bears should win this game against the Falcons. The Bears win this to get back in the division, get back in the playoff picture a little bit. Division not locked up fully yet, but the Vikings are like 7-1, 8-1, so that they got a pretty good lead on the division. But I'm gonna take the Bears in that game. Eagles Colts, I'm taking the Eagles in that game. The Colts did look good. Jeff Saturday, first job as the head coach. I know a lot of people were saying that Jeff Saturday getting the job and stuff like that. But if you was approached with the opportunity to go coach for the team, you would have took the job too. Just Saturday, maybe he got skipped past because of his previous history with the Colts and stuff. But a lot of the analysts who were saying stuff about Just Saturday, most of those guys skipped past the journalists themselves. They had some of the players wasn't journalists. They didn't go through time being a beat writer and work their way all the way up. Some of them was just players that came off the field and got an opportunity just to be an analyst right off the back. Some guys, had to like some of the journalists had to work their way up through the ranks. So you can't really be a hypocrite and just say that Just Saturday should never take the job to decline, because if you was in that same position, which you was becoming an NFL analyst and stuff, you take the spot too. You would take the job as well. So I think what Just Saturday did, he might not have all the experience, the P's and Q's and stuff like that, and all the stuff that comes with coaching. He's still probably learning as he go, but he do know one thing: he's been on the field before. He's been around great players, Peyton Manning and all those guys. And the way the team did look better. He made a smart decision to put Matt Ryan back in the game as well, and letting Matt Ryan play and start the game instead of benching Matt Ryan, even though your team was 3-1. I know he had the interceptions and turnovers, but your team was still at 500. Why would you not go to Matt Ryan? I think let's keep this quarterback in, a veteran quarterback in, and you see what happened. Matt Ryan led another game-winning drive. 4 game-winning drives. All 4 wins coming from the Colts have been from 4 game-winning drives, led by who? Matt Ryan, Matty Ice. So yeah, the Colts, they got a little fire coming too. I don't think they're not gonna be an easy win for the Eagles. But actually, I'm gonna switch it up though. Since I said all that and got myself pumped up a little bit, I'm switching it up. I'm going with the Colts. The Colts versus the Eagles. I think the Colts gonna win this game. Colts at home got me fired up, got me pumped up a little bit on the way the organization was a little bit, and the way people was like trying to throw Jeff Saturday down, even though like, you know, in the position he was, like, if anybody was in that position, they would take the job too as well. But yeah, I'm gonna take the Colts in this game. The Colts was rallying around, and Gilly Locke made that big play at the end of the game on DJ Hawkins. I think it was not Hopkins on Devontae Adams last week. That was a good big time play. Like that, so I'm taking the Colts in this game. The Colts got a lot of fire, got a lot of energy. They're the underdogs. So I'm taking them in this game. Ooh, Jets versus Pats. The Patriots. Yeah, I don't know already like that. Yeah, Jets versus the Patriots. That's a tough one actually. Jets and Patriots. Jets and Patriots. I'm gonna take the Jets. I'm gonna take the Jets in this game like that. That one I left on blank because that's a tough one right there. Because the Patriots actually, you know, they actually starting to look a little better, and they're getting Damian Harris back too, who's a dynamic running force, and Stevenson was already running real hard. So you get both of those guys in together, and then the Jets been doing, especially defensively. Remember Robert Saleh? He was very good defensively, you know, being defensive coordinator with the 49ers, had the defense booming and got them to the Super Bowl and stuff. And, you know, the Jets, you know, it took a little time to build up because, you know, the Jets was a team that was always around, you know, like a bad team, so you had to build them up. And now he got the defensive pieces he need, the Williams brothers, and, you know, got Sauce Gardner and those guys, and the running game he got too. So, yeah, the Jets, they're gonna be a tough task. I think for both teams. Both teams play similar style, defense and running the ball. So I'm to the Jets. I think the Jets got a little higher ceiling than the Patriots. I'm taking the Jets in this one right here. And the Jets are second seed. They're not second seed. The Jets are second in the division. They passed the Bills. You know, they beat the Bills before. The Bills lost 2 straight. And the Jets win this game. It might get them up even higher. And they still got to play. You know, the Dolphins. I don't know if they played the Dolphins already yet. And I think they did. They might have played the Dolphins already. I think this is the first game of the season, if I'm not mistaken. But we're going to see how things play out in that division. But moving on next. Commanders, Giants. I'm taking the No, not Commanders, Giants. It's Commanders, Texans. Yeah, I'm taking the Commanders in that game. I've got Rams, Saints after that. I'm taking the Rams in that game. Browns, Bills. I'm taking the Bills. I think the Bills will dominate and destroy the Browns like that. You know, they can drop. So if my Steelers do win, we can move up. And then we got the Panthers and Ravens. Ravens should dominate them. I'm starting. If you got any Ravens players, start them. I'm starting Gus Edwards. I'm starting the Ravens defense and fantasy like that. If you got any bets and any picks, bet on the Ravens because the Ravens I think it's a 14. I think they're 12-point favorites or 14-point favorites. They're gonna cover that for sure. So go ahead and pick the Ravens and go ahead and take that for sure. The Panthers now because Baker Mayfield starting. Now PJ Walker was starting. I still would pick the Ravens of course, but I think PJ Walker he don't turn the ball over as much as Baker Mayfield or Sam Darnold will do, and Baker Mayfield will turn the ball over a lot. He's like 2-5 against the Ravens. I think has some bad games against them. So yeah, we're gonna see. It might be a bad one, especially at home too on the road. It can be a bad one. Lions, Giants. I'm taking the Giants. It should be a good game though, very close game. Raiders and Broncos. I'm taking the Raiders. You know both teams are struggling a little bit. And the Raiders, I don't know what happened. The AFC West supposed to have been the most dominant division. The NFC East is the most dominant division. The AFC East. Remember people say the AFC least, the NFC least. Those are the AFC beasts now and NFC beasts. Those are the two most dominant divisions in football now. Those guys out there just playing. All those teams can make the playoffs. Really like that. So yeah. But I don't know what happened to the AFC West. Like that. The AFC West was the best, but not anymore. And I guess AFC West is the less because it's like that division. The Chiefs got a good hold on the division at the top, and you know the Chargers. They still in it, of course, but they got like some injuries and stuff going on. They got to play the Chiefs again like that. But I don't know if Mike Williams gonna play this week. I think he's questionable, so hopefully come back. Keenan Allen. I don't know if he's questionable or not, but Keenan Allen been out for a while, so Justin Herbert got his guys like that. Of course, Palmer and Guy and those guys are cool and stuff, but they be dropping passes and stuff like that. So he need his top receivers back. But I'm taking the Chiefs. I'm taking the Raiders in this game against the Broncos. Yeah, I think both teams are struggling. I think it'll be like one of those type of crazy, wacky games, or it might be a shootout though. Like, I feel like the way the game is setting up, since both teams struggling defensively and offensively, it might be something wacky stuff that happen, like some crazy like score total or something. But Bengals, Steelers, taking the Steelers. And if I wasn't a Steeler fan, I'm still taking the Steelers. I think the Steelers, when they get TJ Watt back, you know, coming in, you'll be at home, got some momentum. You're already an underdog. The Bengals missing Jamar Chase. I know the Bengals put up that crazy amount of points against the Panthers, but we're not the Panthers. Like that. So, and you know, division games are always closer than what they are, and division games are always different. They're always crazy in division games like that. You know, Rob, you know your team, and we beat them at home week 1. So we beat them at their home week 1 on the road, and then we play them this time on Sunday. We're gonna play them at our home, and hopefully we can go out there to win. I think the game will be very close though. It'll be very close, kind of like the last game. Hopefully no overtime, and hopefully no missed field goals and no blown leads. But Joe Burrow, if you can do me a favor, please just throw a couple interceptions. Throw a couple interceptions to KZ. Levi Wallace. Throw one to TJ Watt. Had the same game you had last time. This time like that. But the Steelers can run the football, and stay committed to the run like we did last game. We stay committed to the run. No matter what happens, stay committed to the run. You see what happens. Big things happen. And Najee Harris was running downhill, not trying to do all that dancing and stuff. Running downhill, and he was balling out there. He looked healthier too. He looked healthier this time too. So if we can stay and run the football and move. Win the line of scrimmage like that, and the defense can dominate like they did last week with TJ Watt back in the mix, and KZ was balling, and we can get Minkah Fitzpatrick back. That says he might play this week. We're gonna see. I'll keep you guys updated on that. But if Minkah Fitzpatrick play and pair him up with KZ, Edmonds, all the packages you can do with the safeties and stuff. Arthur Maulet is a baller. Cam Sutton and those guys, they're gonna be very dangerous. William Jackson might be back too. It's his former team. You never know. People always have vengeance a little bit because they former teams. You fire them up a little bit more. Like, you got rid of me. You traded me, or you did this to me. You didn't sign me back. So maybe he used a little bit of that fuel or something like that. But just have some type of bulletin board materials coming in. Just keep that underdog mentality coming in and just play. Just play with no pressure and go out there and win the game. So I'm picking the Steelers, though, in this one for sure. Chiefs and Chargers. I'm taking the Chiefs. It's gonna be a good. I think if Mike Williams and Keenan Allen come back, I'm gonna take the Chargers. And if Mike Williams come back, I'm gonna take the Chargers. I take the Chargers and Mike Williams come back like that. But since we're doing the picks right now, I'm gonna have to take the Chiefs because I don't know for certain if Mike Williams is gonna be playing on Sunday. Like that. That's a while from now. So I'm gonna take the Chiefs. The Chiefs. I know missing Juju Smith-Schuster. Hopefully he's good. He got hit hard. He got knocked out. He definitely got concussion for sure. That was I don't know if that's a cheap shot, but it looked a little dirty. Like that play right there got hit right. He got hit right in the head. Like that, they aimed high and went full speed at him, and that was a bad play right there, a bad look. But hopefully he's okay. He won't be playing this Sunday for sure. But they still have MVS. Kadarius Toney looked pretty good. Look good. Like he's okay. That's the first round receiver that we were seeing in college and like that. In the Giants, they ain't using as well because Giants not really a pass heavy team. But the Chiefs, they'll find a way to get you the ball. Like that. So I'm picking the Chiefs in this game. And then the last game of the week, we have the 49ers, and then we have the Cardinals. I'm taking the 49ers. The Cardinals have not been a team I thought they was. And they released, Benjamin. I have no idea what I did that for. He was actually playing pretty solid. No, he was playing pretty good when James Conner was out. And then having James Conner and him, a 1-2 punch, when you want to keep that dynamic, duo thing. And they had the rookie they had back there, too. That young guy. He was playing pretty good. I forgot his name. But Benjamin was pretty good. I'm surprised they released him, though. But he get picked up eventually. I think a team like the Colts will pick him up, maybe. A team looking for another running back like that. But, yeah, he get picked up for sure. But I'm taking the 49ers in that game. 49ers should win that game. It's a division game, so you never know what can happen. But I think 49ers should win that game. Especially if they can just continue running the ball like they did last week. Elijah Mitchell and Christian McCaffrey had a 1-2 punch. I told you guys, the 1-2 punch is helping a lot of teams out. You see our Steelers, Najee Harris and Jaylen Warren. The best of the best is probably Aaron Jones and A.J. Dillon. And then now you got a real good duo, Elijah Mitchell and Christian McCaffrey. There's a lot of good 1-2 punches. You get that 1-2 punch, it's going to help a lot. Like that. And don't be sleeping on Devontae Foreman either. Devontae Foreman and his guy with the Panthers, those guys been running pretty well too. Like that. Him and Chuba Hubbard been out a little bit. But, when he's in there too, that might be a good duo as well. So, yeah, but the 1-2 punch is the way to go. Like that, to keep your starting running back fresh, but also give your second running back the opportunity to make some big plays too. And you have, 2 dynamic backs. And, when the playoffs time comes, it's going to help out a lot. Ezekiel Elliott and Tony Pollard, that's another one too. But, yeah, that's all I got for this week. The game picks is a little longer than usual, but it's okay. I'll see you guys probably tomorrow on the NFL. Oh, not NFL. I'm not going to be on the NFL. I wish I was on the NFL. But see you guys tomorrow on the Steelers versus Bengals game preview. We're going to go over some positives and negatives on both sides of each team and the keys to victory. I think the Steelers can win. So tune into that. And I'll see you guys when I see you. Peace out.